So we both read Killers of the Flower Moon this year.
Yeah, by David Green.
Trying to anticipate Scorsese's new movie, and we're both huge Scorsese fans, so we kind of just wanted to read this book. We heard it was really good. It was like it really like blew me away. The way it's structured, the narrative of it. It's all true story, but he makes it so interesting, and he like really cuts the pages as if they're like a film, and it's a scene, you know. And yeah, I really like that aspect of it. That it's true narratively, but it's exciting. It's thrilling.
Yeah. What's the book about?
You tell us.
Okay, so Killers of the Flower Moon, or like how the FBI started, or something like that. The movie that's coming out from Scorsese is called The Killers of the Flower Moon, but there's like an extended title with the book. I forgot what it was. It takes place in the 1920s in Oklahoma, where this village, these Native Americans that are getting pushed out of their country, like are getting pushed out of like their territories. There's this section called Osage.
I think it's Osage.
Osage County, they get put on this reservation there, but what happens is they're actually under a bunch of oil. So at the turn of the century, all of these like poor Indians or these poor Native Americans become very, very wealthy from this oil because they have that's their land. Basically, what happens is there's all the white Americans or the government or whatever, they start to like try to take advantage. They start to creep on their like rights and take advantage of the fact that they have so much money, and they kind of issue trusts on them or whatever. They like can get a certain amount of money. All of these, I guess, parameters that restrict the.
It's like it's racist rights where only white people can be in control of how much money these Native Americans can withdraw per month. And it's really fucked up, but they're like trying to put limitations on these people because in the 1920s, which is a huge boom in wealth for America already, this small Osage County per capita is the wealthiest county in America.
And then basically in the story, a lot of these natives are being murdered for their head rights. And it's all this kind of, you start with one murder and you're like, oh, it's probably like one killer, and then it's like 2, 3, 4, and they start building up, and then this whole conspiracy is revealed, and it's like very, very cool, very good. And this is all true events. This all happened in real life, which is crazy. And then you have the formation of the FBI with J. Edgar Hoover. And how they were able to do, because everything, it's just like they unveil like all this corruption that's going on. And it's like, how do you solve how do you find the truth in this place that even the highest officials are like kind of getting involved with these, what's going on in the whole conspiracy.
Yeah. The birth of the FBI, I think, is the addition to the title, and that is the other through line that makes the book so interesting. Is you get this character called, what's his name, White, something White.
Tom White.
Tom White. It's just so cool the way they start to figure out how to conduct their cases and get this information about what's going on as this FBI, because this is something that's never been done before. The FBI wasn't invented then, and they kind of have to do this. Instead of being, these gun-toting Texas Rangers, they're more incognito and more just informational. I love the way they just figure out the whole plot. They reveal it, and it just like hits you so hard of like just how many people were involved in this corruption in the county.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio are adapting this movie. It looks like it's going to be so good, because after reading the book was amazing. The book was like one of the best books I've like read in recent memory. Like I read The Godfather right before I read Killers of the Flower Moon. The Godfather is a great book, but when I read Killers of the Flower Moon, like the story was just so crazy and so good. Like it was like too good to be true, but like all that shit actually happened. And the fact that Scorsese is going to be behind the lens on this one with DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, it's like the story is so good. Like he can't fuck it up. Like it's going to be fucking good. Like it's going to be. It might be like something like The Departed.
Yeah.
The Departed is just like amazing. Like with Scorsese, I'm very excited about this film. It's one of my most anticipated films of this year, and I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's
like totally top 3 with like Oppenheimer and whatever other fuck else is coming out.
Yeah.
But what do you expect from this new Scorsese?
So I expect
adaptation film.
Yeah, so I expect they're gonna cut out a few things in the story, specifically the stuff in relation to J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
And they're really gonna condense it down more to like following this one family, the Burkharts, and I think it's gonna be centered around them. Yeah, I expect it's gonna be fucking amazing as well. I mean, Scorsese, he's gonna kill it. I think DiCaprio said he just watched it a couple days ago, and he says it's amazing. And I expect it's going to be the reveals are going to hit the audience hard, because I feel like they're going to be out of the loop at the beginning, as we were in the books as well.
Yeah.
And then once it's revealed, people are going to be kind of blown away of just how far this all goes.
Yeah. This whole like uncovering of this conspiracy and how like big it actually is, and the fact that like so many of the murders were still like unsolved like 100 years later and shit. And
yeah.
But the actual narrative, it's a great narrative. If there's gonna be someone to make this movie, dude, it would be fucking Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Because of like the violence and stuff and the time period, it'll just be like so interesting. And you got Jesse Plemons in the cast as well with DiCaprio and DeNiro.
Yeah, I love Jesse Plemons. I don't know how I know you're not like the biggest fan of him, but I think he's gonna kill it playing Tom White.
Yeah, he's fine. I haven't been blown away by him and like anything really, but he's cool. Like this is really going to be his time to like really lock it down and really become the actor that he was meant to become after doing Breaking Bad.
I mean, he's done a couple things between then, but yeah.
Yeah, when he did Breaking Bad, Paul Thomas Anderson's like, "Whoa, who is this guy? I want to put him in The Master."
Yeah, and then I mean, he's been in like he was in The Irishman. He was in.
Oh yeah.
Power of the Dog. Like
I didn't like Power of the Dog,
but he's good in it. Like you can't say he's not a good actor.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
Okay, I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, he hasn't really like done it for me yet, but this could be his time where he's gonna really send it, because this is like he's fucking pretty much gonna be like the lead dude in this fucking movie.
He is, yeah, and I like that he's playing Tom White, because Tom White's a very like. Coming from a Texas Ranger family, and you're expected to kind of rough it up and be like, kind of like ready to draw your gun. He's a guy that's like, has never shot anyone in the line of duty and is kind of proud of that. And he's a lot more like by the books, new FBI era that's coming out. And I'm really excited to see him play this role of a kind of this like caring FBI agent in a way. I think he's going to be good for it.
Oh, yeah. The material is amazing. We got Scorsese. Expectations are high for this one. Like Scorsese, one of the GOATs for sure. Probably my favorite out of like the film brats.
Yeah, I mean, his filmography just blows me away every time. He's made hit after hit after hit. Misses sometimes, but all around, just his legacy is going to hold up.
Yeah, I mean, it already has. Like, he's the guy that puts out consistent shit still. That's really good.
Goat status.
Yeah. But Killers of the Flower Moon, what do y'all think it's going to be like? Leave a comment below.
And don't forget to subscribe.